welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and here on this channel, we learn about oral health, and life in general. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please hit the subscribe button below. I'll be glad to have you. I'm scared of what people would say. Some months back, I was sick. It was so bad. My friends had to take me to the hospital. Thank God for them. They took me to the accident and emergency because of how bad it was. In case you don't know, the accident and emergency is also known as the A&E. It's a part of the hospital where they attend to people who have emergencies, like health emergencies or accident victims. So that's where they basically stabilize them before they send them to different departments and are going to manage them. Meanwhile, during my medicine and surgery posting, the accident and emergency wasn't one of my best places to be in the hospital because it had such an intense atmosphere. You see people groaning in pain, crying, screaming. But here I was, sick, lying on the bed like every other person. And I was just thinking to myself, what if this is it? Even though I knew it was not going to be it. But I was just thinking, right? And then I heard someone scream. Someone had died in that place where I was. And I was just thinking, that could be anybody. So imagine dying and realizing that you didn't do anything that you wanted to do because you're scared of what people would say. Like, I feel like that's going to be really unfair to you and to the world at large because we are all full of so many amazing things. We have so many potentials that we might not even be able to live out all of them even if we tried. But imagine not doing any of the things you're capable of doing because you're scared of what people are going to say. Like, people are always going to have an opinion. We all have opinions about things. Some of these things are not even any of our business. But letting these people's opinion to stop you from doing all the things you're capable of doing is really unfair. Not just to yourself, but to the world, because you're literally going to deprive the world of all the amazing things you're capable of doing. Because think about it, all our gifts, they're not meant for us per se. So let's say you're a good singer, you're not going to be singing to yourself every morning when you wake up. It's basically for people. If you're a good dancer, you're not going to just be dancing to yourself. If you're intelligent, you're going to be using it to solve problems, life problems. So it's basically not for your consumption alone, it's for people, right? Our reward usually comes after we've expressed this gift to the world. So let's say you're a beautiful writer and all the books you've written are on your laptop. Nobody is going to know you're a good writer. And those books are going to be there till you die and nobody is ever going to know, right? But how about you publish those books? Right? Or you utilize your social media platforms to tell those stories. People are going to know that you have this gift and you're going to be shedding light in that part of the world where you're occupied. I feel like some other things that people usually feel like, oh, whatever I want to do, that place is saturated. I don't think that there is any field in this world that is saturated because there are more human beings that are coming out. And the more human beings there are, the more prospects there are. There are going to be many more musicians than the ones we know today. There are going to be many more dancers. There are going to be many more YouTubers. There are going to be many more anything that you can think about. And even if there are 1,001 people doing that same thing you want to do, and this is not me trying to encourage imitation, but here is the thing, even if there are 1,001 people doing that exact same thing you want to do, no other person can do it exactly the way you're going to do it. Whatever it is you're going to do, there will always be someone who might have already started it, or someone who is going to be excelling in it, right? So rather than shrink away and not do that thing you want to do, because God has given you that gift because there is a part of the world that you're supposed to shine your light on. So imagine holding back these beautiful things you can do because you're scared of what someone is going to say. Even the Bible says we should make hay when the sun still shines, right? For me, this means that there would come a time where I wouldn't be able to do some of the things that I want to do. Probably because I'm now very old or I have so much responsibility that would take my time and keep me from doing these other things that I'm capable of doing, right? So as young people, I feel like this is even the best time for us to like pursue our dreams and develop our potentials. But imagine dying or growing old and not doing any of this thing. The singular reason why I didn't do this thing was because I was scared of what people would say. Today I just want to remind someone that the world is large and the world is basically waiting for you to like put yourself out there and showcase this beautiful thing that you're capable of doing, whatever it is. And that if you're waiting for when people will not have anything to say, you'll be waiting forever. If you're not doing the things that you're capable of doing because you feel like you don't have the resources yet, you can start from where you are and the resources are going to come gradually. Sometimes too, what we want to do may trigger a little bit of controversy inside of us. We'll be turning between, should I do this or should I not do this? So for me, sometimes what I do is I ask myself questions like, would I be proud of myself? Would I be proud of this thing I'm going to do 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now? Is it something that's going to add value to someone's life? Is it something that when it's put up somewhere, I'm going to hide my face in shame because I find this really embarrassing? Is it potentially going to cause harm to someone? Is it going to lead people astray? So by the time I'm able to answer these questions from a very, very sincere place, I'll be able to decide on whether or not I want to continue with it. So this here is for someone who is having cold foot on going all the way, going 360, in pursuing his or her dreams, I just want to encourage you to start from where you are and let people be, because people are going to always have something to say. And you'd feel really bad. You feel a whole lot of regret when you're 95 and you're lying on your sickbed and you're reminiscing on your life and you realize that you've literally walked on eggshells all your life because you were scared of what people would say. I feel like that's going to be a really sad thing. So you might not have it all figured out yet, but you can start from where you are. As the days go by, it's going to become clearer. But trust me, if you didn't start at all, you're going to be thousands of steps behind where you would have been if you had started, right? So I hope somebody finds this really helpful, and that somebody who's listening to this is going to find the strength and the boldness and the courage to come out of his or her shell and shine her light really bright, so that the world can see all the amazing things that she's capable of doing. So if there's something you want to do that you haven't started, please, I'd like to know in the comment section why you haven't started it yet. And if you're also someone who has just begun the journey and is trying to like crawl out of her shell and is making progress, please, I'd also like to know what your progress has been like. Thank you very much. If you've watched this video up until now, I hope you really find the strength to like do all the amazing things that you're capable of doing. Please subscribe to my channel so that we all can learn together, grow together, and learn from each other's experience. I love you guys. See you all in my next video. Bye.